This is Sonia with SEH Unlimited. I know I've been away for a minute, but I just want to let you know I am back large and in charge. Just kidding. Anyway, this is what I've been doing. This is my Canadian leaf. You see my little dangler there? Guess what that is? Let's turn the light off here. And boom. She lights up. And I got her hanging out here. I had an issue with some of my previously lit ones. The light I was using did not have a little core on the back, and so it was breaking. This one has a little core. I'll include a link on the video, but this is kind of a color. This has silver on the top and silver on the bottom, and if you have light in the back, you can see the colors through the silver. I really like this piece. Yes, I do need to still sand it, but once I get it sanded, it's going to be quite a fun little piece. And then I have this one. And again, I have lights. Now that's really pretty cool. Got a little red, gold, and there's a tiny bit of blue you can see here and there, but that's fun too. Another piece that I did. This is a mountain set. And there be gold in them narrow hills. You see that? That's gold. You see that? That's gold. But I'm going to use the UV resin to get the top because all my snow went down here into my gold. Covered up my gold, which actually still looks kind of cool, I think. And yeah, this is a really neat piece that I made. And the other things I've been working on. Chess pieces. I see everybody that makes them looks like it's pretty easy. So I thought, oh, that's going to be pretty easy. It won. Can you see the difference between these two knights? One doesn't have a lower jaw. Let me turn the light on. Yeah, see right there, the jaw is missing. It's because an air bubble was up in there. And this one came out nice. So here are the molds that I have. And if you see, when it sits square like so, which is what it's supposed to do, you have, you have this jaw which kind of points up. So when your resin goes in, it'll fill to about here, and then that'll leave that area open. And that's why, yeah, what I do is I kind of pinch it till I get the resin all the way in there, and I squeeze it all the way. I only fill it up part of the way up. Then I pull it and get my resin all up here, and then slowly let it open back up so my resin coats the whole thing. And I pour it over there to make sure, you know, pinch that and make sure. And then, see how these are? How they stand? Really cool, right? Until, guess what happens to your resin when that happens? It doesn't stay in there. So I got a board and I drilled little holes in it. So when I put my pieces in, I get them halfway up to here, get them filled up, make sure that, you know, this part's all taken care of. And then I put it in the board, and then I just refill it, let it sit, and I get good pieces. Other issues I had were, let's see, here's my pond. See if you can see that. See right here, there's a hole in the neck. That was an air bubble. And so I remade that. And I don't have any holes in my neck. Then the other issue that I had, oh, I forgot what this guy is called. I'm sure somebody knows. Anyway, there's this guy, the slider, diagonal slider guy. So it's like it has this right here, but on the top, this is supposed to be round. But you see right there, it's supposed to look like that all the way around. I'm not answering it. So you got to make sure that you squeeze them in there like that, and it looks really good. Gonna have to cut all that out. So it should be round all the way around. And again, with these, you want to get the resin in to about here and then squeeze it, because your very top piece is up in here. So you want to squeeze that, get that a good squeeze, make sure you get that resin in there, and then squeeze this, make sure you get it in there, and then you want to squeeze the neck and make sure you get all the resin around in there, because that will also get an air bubble in it. And then you put it in your board, fill it up, and let it process. Now, here's the unsolicited advice portion. Today is going to be on apartments. When looking for an apartment, there are things you want to take into consideration. 1, what's the rent? Now, when I was young, I'd look at the rent and that's all I cared about. I'm like, oh, I can afford that. 2 situations I had. 1, I rented an apartment. It was $50 less than what I was paying. So I was thinking, I was 19 at the time. I was thinking, I'm going to save about $600 this year extra. Well, the thing I didn't take into account was the installation of the apartment. My first electricity bill ate that and more. My first electricity bill was $379 1 month. There went half of my $600 savings. And the other situation I had in another apartment was, I was at work one day. I'm looking at the news in between calls because I work on the phones. And all of a sudden I look and there is my apartment complex and said fire. And so I get on my break and I look closer. It wasn't my building, so I felt good about that. And I asked the maintenance person about it later, and he said that it was somebody who left who put a cigarette out on their balcony, but they did not, or a spark flew from it. He didn't get it completely out. Now, one thing I noticed about that complex, because I got to looking at it, one thing I noticed was the dryer vent was on your balcony. And so I looked in my dryer vent, and I reached way back in there. You see this? I got like octopus arms. You see that? Way in there. I dug way back in there. And I found dog hair. And so I called the property manager. I said, how often do you guys clean these vents? Oh, we do it once every month, or once a year. I said, really? She said, yeah. I said, I've been here a year and a half. I just reached back in my vent and I found dog hair. Yeah. I don't have a dog. Never had a dog. Can you explain that to me? Let me call you back. They never called back. And so, two things. One, when you're looking at a new place, if you're worried about the utility bills, some companies are not going to give you information as far as what this previous place you're looking at has used in the past. Because I don't know. And to me, I work in utilities. I really don't think it makes any sense for you to look at anybody else's usage. What you need to do is look at your usage where you currently are. And when you look through the apartment, when you do the walkthrough, look at the windows. Are they double paned? Are they triple paned? When the door shuts, is there a weather seal around the door? Look at where your heating units are put. And if you have good insulation and everything like that's taken care of, then your heating bill is not going to be that high. Some buildings have a boiler in the bottom and they have heat that runs up through the floor. You're probably going to be hot in the summertime. Does it have air conditioning? I mean, these are things that you do want to look at because unexpected expenses can really hurt. The other thing is you do want to have insurance on your rental unit, because if something does happen, such as an ash flies into your vent, if you live on the ground floor, somebody can walk by and flick a cigarette and it's going to go up your vent. They're going to see that the fire came from your house, and then you're going to be responsible for it because you're not going to be able to prove. And I really doubt that your apartment complex is going to say, "Oh, hi, insurance. I'm so sorry. We haven't cleaned the vents in like 8,000 years." Okay? So protect yourself. Other thing you want to look at is parking situation. If you have a car, is there on-site parking? Is there a parking garage? Do you have to get a permit for the parking? Do you have to pay for the parking? You want to think about these things. If you're in a city, are you going to have to park a block away? And if you have grocery delivery, no, it doesn't matter because they come and bring it. But if you don't have grocery delivery, how far are you going to have to walk? Do you have to go upstairs? Is there an elevator? These are things that you want to think about. Think about what you need to be comfortable in your house. And if you do have to park in a garage, if you do have on-site parking, if you have to park a block away, you always want to be aware of your surroundings when you are going either to your home or to your car. Have everything ready for you. And make sure that you just take care of yourself and look out for your neighbors. If something going on, something strange, because that strangeness might happen at your house. So be careful. Take care. Thank you for coming by. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know what you're thinking of, especially about my unsolicited advice. I kind of like that. I like telling people what to do.